Afternoon Gaming. We're here with the one and only Jeff Mayweather, and he is the uncle of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and brother of Floyd Mayweather Sr. So we're here doing an interview with him. This is my first celebrity I'm meeting for the first time. So, when did you start your first career?
I started my career a long time ago. Actually, how I started my career, I started with following my brother Roger. I followed him pretty much everywhere. He actually got me into boxing because I would follow him so much, and he just said that if you're gonna follow me, to the gym and things like that, you should learn how to box. And so that's how I ended up actually in boxing. I never really cared about it.
What was your best record in boxing history?
My best record?
Yeah, like how many fights you won in total?
What?
Of boxing.
Well, I mean, I guess that would be what my resume is right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a pro, my record was 32, 10, and 5, something like that. But I don't know if I would necessarily say my record is the best thing, but basically, there are some fights, of course, that are better than others. But yeah, that's my career record.
So when you boxing, do you stand up or do you actually take your opponent to the ground?
No, boxing is a sport in which there's no going to the ground at all unless you get knocked down by a punch. So boxing is a little different than MMA, or UFC or wrestling. Boxing is totally different.
Who is your biggest inspiration?
I would say in boxing, probably my brother Roger. I mean, that's who I was closest to.
Oh.
But of course, my brother Floyd was the first one to actually get into boxing, and so I kind of looked up to him as well. But my inspiration is Roger, my brother Roger.
So how are you hanging in there since your brother Roger passed away?
Well, I mean, of course, I still have great memories, and once someone passes on, that's all we have is our memories, to hold on to, and to basically, I think about them constantly from time to time.
How long have you been boxing?
Well, I've been involved in boxing since I was 13. So that's a long time.
A very long time.
Yes.
80 years.
80 years?
You joking?
All right. When did you start? When did you start getting into boxing?
I started boxing at the age of 10, I think.
So that's when you got into boxing. Have you ever gotten injured?
From boxing?
Yes.
I had a cut over my eye before, but that's about it.
All right. Now, how long have you been training most of the time? And you've been training one of your family members?
Well, me myself, you talking about active me as a trainer, or me
Acting you.
me acting as an active trainer?
Mm-hmm.
I've been training for I'd say about 24 years.
So you've been training for 24 years?
Yeah.
I know boxing is a sport that... So, who do you depend on most of the time?
In boxing? Pretty much myself. I mean, boxing, especially as a trainer, you gotta kind of have your own way of dictating, what it is that you want from a fighter. So basically, you know, I'm more in control of that situation than anything.
All right, you have a channel now, which is the Mayweather channel. When did you start doing that?
I don't know. How long we been doing that?
7 years.
That's all?
Well, we had Pro Boxing Insider before too, but
Oh, okay.
10 years total, 7 years Mayweather channel.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for 7 years.
Yeah.
All right. So the interviews, I've been watching your videos. How many interviews have you been doing most of the time?
We get out what? Probably about 4 or 5 a month, maybe.
Wait. Oh, predictions and stuff. Yeah, probably
Yeah,
4 or 5.
yeah, we get about 4 or 5 out a month, but we try to get a lot of different content. We're not just trying to be a boxing channel. We have like fun things, and you know, we try to incorporate a whole lot of different things in our channel. We try to be different.
What are your hobbies when you're not doing any of these things?
I like to sit at home and watch movies. I like to just chill, watch Sanford and Son.
What movie's that?
Huh?
What movie's that?
The movie's out.
Yeah, that you said, that movie.
No, Sanford and Son.
He's too young to know what Sanford's son is.
You would know Sanford and Son.
How old is he? He
probably don't. You probably don't. Your mom knows Sanford and Son.
He went off air before he was born.
Yeah, Sanford and Son is Red Fox. You ever heard of Red Fox?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He used to be a stand-up comedian, but he had a show called Sanford and Son, and it was a great show. It was one of my favorite shows, and I still watch it today.
So how does it feel to be doing all these?
Well, I mean, I enjoy life as much as I possibly can, and you know, my mission in life is to help others, and so kind of like when I'm training my fighters, I'm part of their journey, and basically, you know, to me, that's one of the best things. That's one of the best feelings that I get from actually helping a fighter, because it's no longer just their journey; it's our journey. Once we join forces, it's our journey, and I try my best to, hopefully, by the end of that journey, you know, we end up becoming, you know, world champions.
How long do y'all often train? How many hours?
Well, I usually train a fighter probably about. I don't necessarily train them myself strictly 2 hours, but a fighter should be in the gym at least about an hour and a half, for sure.
That's really okay. I got some more questions before we stop this stream.
It's okay.
So okay. So, how's life going on right now?
Well, I like it. You know, one thing about life is that you can't complain about life. Life's what you make it. And so, sometimes we make bad decisions, sometimes we make good decisions, but the most important thing is you still got to try to find the good. Even in your bad decisions, you still got to try to find the good. So, I think that, you know, the one thing in life is that just try to stay positive as you can.
First, all right. I heard you've been around a lot in the States, like in California. But where have you been mostly? What state have you been mostly living the longest?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, I've been here. I used to live in Michigan. I grew up in Michigan.
Same, I did too.
Yeah, I grew up in Michigan. You guys are in where?
Canton, Michigan.
Okay, I'm Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up there until I was 22. Graduated from college, came directly here.
Oh.
And so I've been here ever since.
Which college did you go to?
Western Michigan University.
The whole home of the Broncos.
Yeah.
So, what do you like about Las Vegas?
I like Vegas because it's a 24-hour city. I can wake up any time of the day and go out and do exactly what I want to do, have fun, things like that. And it's always something to do. But and plus I like the lights at night. The city's lit up, so.
So I know this is my first time being in Vegas. Like, what kind of things should I be doing in Vegas?
Let me see. I don't know. I mean, basically, if I were you, I would probably be trying to explore Vegas. I mean, I would do a lot more walking than jumping in a lift or anything like that, because I would try the city, see the city for myself, and like, you know, walk down the strip. I mean, you'll see lots of people just walking down the strip. Everybody's having fun, having a great time. You know, so I mean, that's what I would do, and that's what I did when I first came to Vegas. The very first time I came to Vegas, I walked from the Las Vegas Strip all the way downtown and back, because I wanted to see Vegas, and I didn't even get tired because I was enjoying myself. The lights had me captivated.
Alright, what do you still have from your childhood?
Let me see. That's a good question. Something physical or
Any of those?
Well, I have photos of myself, but I'm thinking more in the realm of something that stuck with me as a child that now I'm grown and I still do. And I don't know, and I think the one thing that has stuck with me from a child to an adult is my sense of humor. I've always been a person that loved to make people laugh, so that's something that has stuck with me for my entire life, and I think that it will until the day I die.
You really had a good life, I see. You really did.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think so.
And you're the first celebrity I ever met, because I've never met anyone. So,
No?
never.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not a celebrity.
Jody.
He's barely a celebrity.
All right, I got one more question for you
Okay.
before we end the stream. So, do you ever get tired out when you're boxing?
Yeah, that's part of it. You got to work hard in boxing. Boxing is a very, very tough sport.
Yeah.
And if you don't get yourself in condition to box, you're gonna get tired. And once you get tired, you usually get hurt.
Yeah, back in wrestling, I tired out like in 10 seconds.
No, that's fast.
Yep.
You're going for a world record. You get tired.
Yeah, but that's why I retired wrestling and go back to football.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So my goal is to get back into football.
Okay, good.
So it was great meeting you, Jeff.
Likewise.
So guys, this is Jeff Mayweather. I'm gonna put his channel in the description. It's called the Mayweather channel. Make sure I'll leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to his too. And this is gonna be a big content. See y'all later.
All right.